Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
And the Utes will punt this one away. Running it back, it's Golden. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bobcats offense will have its first possession of the game. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fourth down and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man across the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Stanley. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The play action fake. He wants to go deep. And that pass is intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. To the air, it's Childs. Snags it over the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. From the 30-yard line on first down. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to pass it on second down. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Snap from the gun on third down. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense going to use a timeout. I'm not sure they had that pressure protected. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Touchdown, Utah.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Glover. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On the option, he'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out. The 20. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. It makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Glover. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught on the outside, it's King. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Utes are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, second and 10. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. The sledding it, and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 15, he's loose. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Pulls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Sacked at the 35.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets him down to the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Childs. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
Utah 13, Texas State 10.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Stanley. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 50. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Extending the play. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Looking for space. It's Stanley. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Third down play from the gun. Got his man down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First down here from the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Score is deadlocked and the clock is winding down. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Bobcats are in the red zone. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines. And wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.